Good morning. I wonder what I have in my pocket this morning. Do you know what this is?
Sponge.
A sponge, that's right. What are sponges used for, and what do they do?
Clean and scrub.
Clean and scrub. Sponges soak up liquid. But what happens when all the liquid is soaked up and we squeeze the sponge?
That's all over the floor.
It gets all over the floor. I wonder if we as humans ever get squeezed in life. Okay, so how? A hug squeeze, that's true. A hug squeeze, yeah. Do you ever feel the pressure of life or feel squeezed by being pressured? No, well, you're lucky because lots of people do. That's right. When others, friends, parents, or teachers pressure us to do something, it may simply be pressure to do something because we simply don't have time to do everything. When we feel that way, we may let our anger or frustration build up until we can't hide it any longer. And then we act out. When we have too many responsibilities and feel overwhelmed with feelings of not being able to do everything, when bad things or suffering happen in our life, those are all times when we can feel squeezed. Sometimes we squeeze ourselves and put pressure on ourselves. There's a lot of pressure on certain situations in our lives, isn't there? Yeah.
And if you take a bath.
And if you take a bath, you can get wet, right? Like a sponge. How we deal with certain pressures and the pressure that others put on us and how we deal with the pressure we put on ourselves might look different. For example, our teachers want us to do well on the next test we have. So do our parents. We study hard, we prepare ourselves, but the pressure from the teacher and our parent might seem less than the pressure we put on ourselves to make a perfect score on a test. Our coach wants us to make every free throw on the basketball team, every time we shoot one in a game, but the pressure we put on ourselves to make every shot might be even more than the coach puts on us. All of these situations continue to fill our sponge. When we squeezed the sponge, what came out? Liquid water, that's right, that we soaked up. So if we get squeezed, what comes out? We cry, that's right. Whatever we soaked up in us, that's what comes out. So for some people it's tears, for some people it's angry voices, for some people it's yelling, some crying, right? If you have a bad attitude or negative thoughts when squeezed, we will demonstrate anger and hateful words. We will show actions that do not bring glory or honor to God. However, if we spend time being filled with God's love and grace, when squeezed, we will bring out good things like love, joy, peace, patience, and other fruits of the Spirit. This week, I want you to think about what is being soaked up in you. And I wonder, when squeezed, what will come out of you? Keep track of the times this week when you feel squeezed. Make a note in your mind of what came out of you. Tell me about it next time I see you. Share your stories of feeling squeezed with someone in your family and talk to them about how your actions and attitudes, both good and bad, can affect people around you. How can you find places this week to talk about your feelings, about those moments of being squeezed? Whom can you talk to? We can't just get squeezed and squeeze until we're dry. We also need to soak up good stuff again. How can you talk to someone about those opportunities to soak up God's love? Do you have someone to share those moments when you feel God's love surrounding you? Think of someone in your life that you feel comfortable sharing those feelings, and then share them. Won't you play with me? God of love, help us soak up your love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, and goodness. And when we feel squeezed in life, allow us to share our faith in you with a loving and respectful attitude. I pray in your name. Amen.